So the other day, I got this cool idea for a new Sims challenge, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. So here is the challenge I came up with. I am dubbing it the Bloated Household Challenge. And the main idea is just that you are constantly playing with a full household of Sims and are gonna have to be raising a lot of babies. So this challenge is kind of a mix between the Legacy Challenge and the 100 Baby Challenge. You start out with a single sim that has to be able to become pregnant, and they must have 7 children as quickly as possible. Until your household is full, your parent sim has to be pregnant every single in-game day. So as soon as you pump one out, you'll need to be prepared to try for baby immediately again. There are no restrictions regarding the other parents. All 7 kids can share parents, or you can have kids with multiple different sims. That's for you to decide. However, you may not move anyone into the household, which includes romantic partners. All extra slots should be filled by your offspring. You can, however, have the other parent be present via the stayover feature introduced in Growing Together if you really want them to be around. So again, that's up to you, just however you want to play. Adopting and science babies are not allowed. Your sim must carry all of their children to term. You may utilize in-game methods to have twins or triplets if you wish, such as the on ley line lot trade, the fertility massage, the fertile reward trade, or the elixir of fertility. You have to play with aging on for your household, but you can use whatever length of lifespan you choose. You may not age up your sims prematurely and can only age up sims on their respective birthdays. Whether aging is on or not for unplayed households, that's completely up to you. If a child dies prior to reaching adulthood or is taken away by social services, the challenge will be considered a failure. The parent sim dying prematurely though is fine, and you can keep going provided they have already given birth to their mandated 7 offspring. Though it's very unlikely they'll die before having their 7 babies, as they should be chronically pregnant up until the 7th baby is born, and as you know, pregnant sims can't die, so... But like in the off chance that your sim somehow dies in between pregnancies, then, you know, you fail the challenge, I guess. Once all 7 of your children have aged up into young adults, you've officially completed that generation and can move on to the next generation. Choose one of the children to take over as the next heir, move them out to a new lot, and repeat the cycle. You may transfer whatever amount of money you wish from your previous household, but you cannot use the free real estate cheat when moving lots. You may, however, use cast full edit mode to make your heir able to become pregnant if they weren't previously. For example, if you choose to continue the challenge with a male offspring. After your 10th generation sim has successfully raised their 7 babies into adulthood, the challenge is officially complete. And that's like basically it for the general rules. But I also have some optional rules or suggestions if you want to like spice it up a little bit or make it a little bit more challenging. So one of those is gonna be don't use cheats. I feel like this one should kind of be in the official rules, but like if you really want to use cheats, that's, you know, your prerogative. You can do that if you want. I mean, it's all supposed to be fun and games, so if you don't like playing without cheats, then, you know, go for it. Play however you want it. You could also do this challenge alongside a Rags to Riches, so you start out with 0 simoleons and you have an empty lot and also aren't allowed to get a job or like a traditional career, and you have to instead earn money through other methods like painting or gardening or whatever. You know the gist. And if you really want to spice it up, you can do this with every single heir, so each time you move on to the next generation, they have to start out with 0 simoleons on an empty lot. For the sake of shaking things up, you could also move towns for every single generation. So like maybe you start out in Oasis Springs and then you move on to Newcrest, and then 3rd generation you move on to Strangerville or something like that. You could also have a rule that you have to remain on your home lot, so you'd have to take care of the children and can't let the game automatically take care of them for you while you go off out in the town or something. That could make it a little bit more challenging as well. And then another way to add a bit more challenge would be to give yourself some goals. For example, you could make it so you have to breed at least 1 heir of each occult sim. So you're gonna have to have 1 heir that's a vampire, 1 that's a werewolf, and so on and so forth. You could also try to make sure each child graduates both elementary and high school with an A. Same thing for university if you decide to go to university, I guess. And honestly, like whatever else you want to do, I guess. I didn't really want this challenge to have too many stipulations because I feel like it kind of suppresses a bit of creativity. I prefer them to be a little bit more open-ended so you can just kind of make it your own and do your own thing. So if any of you guys decide to do this, let me know how it goes. I would love to know. I think I might try this out myself. I'm thinking I might do it on short lifespan. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. If anyone decides to do a playthrough of this or something, feel free to post it down below. I would love to see it. And yeah, bye, I guess.